Go for it.
All right, everybody. So we're back, Rock Titan TV, Make America Rock Again at the Trocadero in Philadelphia. Now we get to catch up with probably the most important guy in the band, you know, drummer Mike with Tantric. No, I'm just teasing. But no, man, you set the pace. You set the pace for these guys.
We do.
Man,
we kind of don't have a choice.
Yeah. So welcome to Philadelphia. You know, and it's great to catch up with you. How's the tour been so far?
It's been awesome. Tour's been great. You know, all these shows have been, you know, super packed. We've got a ton of great bands on the bill.
Yeah.
So it's ridiculous. It's so fun, you know, just having this many big names on a package like this.
Right.
You know,
I was jacked up.
So,
yeah, I mean, seeing Trapped and Tantric and 12 Stones and Saving Abel and Puddle of Mud, and I mean, it's just like, wow, man, this is a decent bill. We got to get there.
Were these bands that you admired previously, or had you known them and so on?
Some of them are friends just from us touring in the past. But you know, some of them, I mean, a couple of them I definitely was like, oh, cool, we're playing with them, you know. I'm really, really familiar, you know, own all the records, you know.
Well, it was funny because when we were talking with Scott earlier, you know, we learned that you guys, you know, ripped off one of your current band members, you know, is rocking out with you guys. So it was kind of funny to hear that story.
Yeah.
Involved. Yep. But so what's it been like, you know, as far as, you know, having some of that transition, I guess, within the band? Because, I mean, you see it with bands all the time, but, you know, it's a different experience for everyone. How's it been?
Yeah, definitely. Well, for me personally, just to let you guys know, too, with the previous guitar player, we actually have a side project.
Okay.
In addition to Tantric.
Oh, no kidding. All right.
Called A-Frame.
Nice. Nice.
So, you know, we live in Arizona, so it was kind of a little crazy.
Right now.
Yeah. It's well, it's actually been nice. It's not been too cold. I think we've had like 2 rainy shows, and that's it.
All right,
so
that's decent.
Yeah,
that's decent.
But,
I didn't mean to cut you off.
I mean, it's you know, for me personally, it's kind of, it puts me in a little different position, obviously. You know, it's just interesting, like you said, to go through a transition like that, especially mid-tour.
Right.
It's kind of like, okay, what do we do, you know? And fortunately, like, everybody's friends on this tour. Like, seriously, it's crazy.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
You know, Ty's helping us out, and, you know, he's a good friend of ours, you know, to bring him on, it was kind of like...
He's got a long night, man.
Yeah.
You know, I'm wondering who's going to be sweating more, because usually you drummers are like freaking sprinkler systems.
Yeah.
You know, but it's like he's got.
It's kind of a competition between us. You know, he's got his towel, I got my towel. You know, it's like
You're not sharing. You can't share it.
That's too much.
That ain't right.
Yeah.
So you were just telling me, you know, in the course of this tour, kind of had a crazy schedule unfold on you not too long ago. You had to go from Maine to Virginia. You were saying
Maine to Virginia.
Dude, what happened there?
Oh man, so a lot of these shows, you know, most drives. You know, curfew's maybe midnight, 1 o'clock.
Right.
You're packing up. Usually we're out of a show around 2 a.m., and we're driving 6 to 8 hours on average, I would say, you know, from city to city. And then, you know, you wake up and you start loading in the next day at like 10, 11 a.m. I do it all over again. So it's like, they're, you know, I love it.
Right.
I think I'm crazy because these days are seriously like 14, 16-hour days, like every day, you know, and hardly any sleep. You know, and you get up there and play for like a half hour. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
But it's that show was really crazy. Basically, that drive already was like a 10-hour drive, essentially. So we had to be out of there by 1 in the morning, and and we were expected to get to the next, you know, from Maine to Virginia, expected to get there within 10 hours and start setting up at like 11 in the morning.
Yeah, you'd have to be flying,
you'd
man.
Be flying. And that's like in a car. That's like in a car.
Right,
you know?
right.
So, with a bus and a trailer.
You'd need a NASCAR to pull it off in 10 hours.
Yeah.
That's a haul.
Something, you know?
It's 10 hours from here to Maine. I just know that because I've done the ride. To go from Virginia, which is 4 hours south of here.
Yep.
That's insane, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. So what happened was, you know, a 10-hour drive, you know, is typically maybe you add a few hours with a bus, you know, and a trailer because you can't do it like a car.
Tour wars, man.
But
an hour.
Yeah, so that drive ended up it was nuts. We didn't get to the venue till like 5:30 the next day, and we never stopped. We drove for like 15 hours straight, and
Did you have someone driving the bus? Did you at least get to sleep?
Okay, we do. We have a driver. We have a driver. His name's Kenny. Awesome dude.
Kenny, yeah.
Shout out to Kenny. But yeah, you know what? He's been doing so much for us, man, on the road. He's freaking awesome. And
That's awesome.
You know, a lot of people don't realize how tough it is just to get from, aside from playing, you know, just to get from A to B. It's nonstop. So these guys are like Superman on the road. You know what I mean? Just driving hours through the night.
They better be. You pray they are, man.
Yeah. So that drive ended up being 15 hours.
Wow, man.
And I ended up driving. You know, I actually drove the last like third of it. You know, just to help him out, because
right.
You know.
Oh, see? Pitch in.
So you know, you gotta do what you can. You know.
Man.
So
drum, drive, you do it all.
And what do you do in those 10, 15 hours? Do you guys, work on songs, or do you just, play cards and curse at each other?
I mean, play cards. Not much cursing.
Be doing something.
There might be a little bit. No, man, our bus isn't that crazy, man, to be honest.
No, it's not tricked out with game consoles and everything?
It's not that crazy, man.
No?
We've got DVD player, we watch movies, we watch shows.
I'm just saying for all the kids out there that think, you have a glamorous life and the tour bus has ladies and there's a hot tub.
See, I'm already making it sound good. We got a DVD player. No, but it's, no, you kind of go crazy. I mean, like, it is nice, like when I first started music and stuff, it was a van and a trailer, and that's super brutal, and you're
smelly and don't shower.
It's bad, yeah. And I'm a super like clean dude, so it drives me. That drove me nuts,
Yeah,
like I had
a pretty boy.
Yeah. So it's yeah.
So how's the 12 Stones drum kit? Is it as good as yours?
So do you want the background on that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with that story, we'll go back. Actually, I'll just finish that story.
Yeah.
So about getting from Maine to Virginia.
Right. Yeah.
So we don't get there till like 5:30. Our set time was actually shorter than usual too that night.
Okay.
So I think we were on at like 6:30 or something.
Yeah.
So literally, we pull up, and 45 minutes later, we got to be on stage. And it's like, it's so tough. Like, there's so many things you have to set up to get ready for a show.
Right.
You can't do it in 45 minutes,
Right.
So, fortunately, shout out to Sean from 12 Stones.
Sean, you the man.
You the man. He was kind enough to let me, use his kit because they were playing before us.
Okay.
So I got to, I played his kit. He was nice enough
beat
to
the
leave his
hell out of
cymbals, Yeah. So.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Very cool. Well, let me get your take real quick. I know you got to go. You got to eat, and there's a lot of stuff going on right now. But I just wanted to get your take on, some of the new music that you guys are putting together. Scott was giving us a little bit of background on it, How do you feel about the project right now? What are your thoughts?
Man, I'm really excited about it.
Yeah.
I think, with this new record, I think we're going to give all the Tantric fans, like, more of an old school vibe that everybody loves. And I think that's, I hope that's cool. Kind of what everybody wants. We do want a little, we want that too. So, obviously we play the material every night, and but also we do want to progress as well, as a band. So,
nice.
I think it's going to be a good mix, man, honestly, of basically like old school Tantric meets like, just a newer kind of different take and edge on some things.
Sweet.
So, and I think there's going to be a great balance as far as, ballads and then some really super heavy stuff, you know what I mean? So
I look forward to it.
It's going to be good, man. I'm stoked.
Yeah. Cool, man.
So
cool. All right. Well, I guess we'll let you roll out of here, but we're looking forward to seeing you guys rock out tonight, and appreciate your time.
Awesome. Thank
you.
I
Man.
appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Mike.
Thank you.
Rock Titan TV. Tantric. We're out.
See you guys.